Hello my friends, it's time for another flashlight review. Today's mention is the Skysted SK98. Now this type of flashlight is a very old type. This one is a reinvention of that basically. It is a clone of a clone and it's running an XML2-U3 emitter. I don't know if that's a clone of a Chinese clone of that emitter, but it does appear to be genuine to me. This light is running one 18650, and you can see that charging back here on the charger after a successful 2-hour and 5-minute runtime. So this is a zoomy flashlight. If you don't have any experience with them, they're generally cheap and from China, and they're the type of light that you don't give a second thought about. They're $3 to $4, most of them, and they're on sites like eBay and Amazon now, and different sites. But you don't want them because they're junky. This one, on the other hand, is an upscaled version of that ever so slightly. And though it is still a budget light, it is much better engineered than any budget light that you would consider a gift light or a throwaway light like this. So it has a very good sturdy belt clip here. Has 2 screws, and it nearly tail stands. It does tail stand if you're very gentle with it. It doesn't do so very well. I wish they had recessed the button just a little bit. But this type of light is a one mode, and that's what separates apparently Skysted from so many of the masked makers of these sort of Chinese lights. This is considered a budget light, but it offers one mode instead of all of the blinkies. See, if I turn it off and turn it on, I've just got one mode. Why is that such a big deal? Because most of these Chinese pieces of junk will make you go through all the modes. They'll make you go through high, low, and then of course a useless strobe, or 5 modes, high, medium, low, strobe, and SOS. And all the while you're thinking, why can't I just get a light that comes on in the same predictable mode? I don't know why the Chinese have been doing it this way, but they have been doing it this way forever. Another couple of features here, this is very sturdy. The retention here, it doesn't slide around like the cheap ones. It's very sturdy. So now if I click it, this is a big flood. And according to my measurements, I'm getting 484.3 lumens measured out the front on full flood. You don't measure it really on full extension because that is, you lose a lot of light there. I would estimate that's a few hundred lumens, probably more than that. It looks to me, to my eye, about 500 or more lumens. But either way, you're getting a whole lot of light here, and the more you back it up, you have a great area light, a telescopic zoom, which makes this very, very solid. You can put it in your pocket, and at only just around the $20 price range, you're getting a light, and you're getting this charger, little budget charger. You're getting a mini or micro USB. They both come in this little box right here, and then the light itself came in this little thingy, and it was all wrapped in here, put in this little inane cardboard box, which says Skysted SK98 Zoomy with USB charger and battery. Now here's the thing about these, the batteries on these are mostly the worst item, but I just got through running this, and the reason it's sitting there charging is because the light actually went 2 hours and 5 minutes on its highest mode, no step down, and no overheating, which is why I'm even bothering to do a video on this little toy today, because it is a great gift, and it's not a tactical light. It doesn't have momentary on. It's a reverse clicky, but you don't really care about that because once you can do this once you turn it on if you want a tactical effect, but you don't really need that. This is great because it will light a large area, and it will be effective, and it's not so expensive that you have to care about it. You don't need multiple modes. You don't need low modes, so-called moonlight modes. You don't need any of that unless you're looking for days of runtime. But with a light like this, it's a great glove box light. It's actually a great duty light if you want something that could snap on your lapel, and you could use it to do traffic stops. You can use it, it's bright enough to do traffic stops and various tactical endeavors if you wanted it to, but you wouldn't have to use it as a primary light. You can use it as a backup light as well. Okay, let's go do some beam shots. My little guest bedroom and weight room is being lit by the Skysted SK98 running XML2-U3 emitter. I've had this running for about maybe 20 to 35 minutes, somewhere in there. And we have a very good flood, very usable, with stable output, and the light is far from too hot to hold. Full flood. Excellent dog walking light. One mode, no complaints, no nonsense. Throw, not really as noticeable as it looks on camera. Maybe 257 meters max by my calculations. Not really made for this sort of thing, but if you want more direct viewing in an area, you could use it. In my opinion, it just looks weird. The Skysted SK98 is a winner.